I can only imagine Meghan Markle is humiliated by this one. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye, and oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this one, shall we, because I can only imagine Megxie is humiliated by this 7-word attack from her Montecito neighbours. Her neighbours are not happy with her and Hazard, so yeah, let me explain exactly what's going on. So here's the article in question from the Express. And yeah, one of their neighbours in Montecito has claimed that he was surprised to find out that the couple had moved there and revealed that the neighbourhood typically attracts older residents. Discussing his surprise over having Megxie and Hazard live in Montecito, as well as their 2 children, Archie and Lilibet, he said, and this is where the 7-word attack comes in, it's where the elephants come to die. Now, let's put this into context here, okay? Megxie and Hazard, they left the royal family. They end up moving to Montecito. What's happened since then? All their ventures have failed. Their popularity keeps going down and down and down and down and down. More people start to see through their grift and their likability goes down and down and down and down and down. So I would actually rephrase this to, it's where the ex-royals come to die. Now, speaking to the Montecito Journal, Frank McGinty claimed that it's surprising they came here. People are typically older. It's where the elephants come to die. We don't see them very much around here. And the US Navy veteran also stated they're not interested in being neighbours after he tried to deliver some films about the area when he learned the couple had moved in. He claimed that their security turned him away. So, this is a thing, right? When you move into a new neighbourhood, okay, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I like to knock on my neighbour's door and be like, hey up, I'm your new neighbour, how's it going? And get to know them all. When I moved into this place nearly a couple of years ago now, I knocked on every single door and I was like, hey up, how's it going? My name's Stef. And, you know, I got to know my neighbours on the street that I live on. To me, I just think that's normal. For Megxie and Hazard, reportedly, not to mingle with any of the Montecito neighbours, for them to completely be shut off away from the neighbourhood, to me is very telling. What have Hazard and Megxie scared of when it comes to the Montecito neighbours? Do they think the Montecito neighbours are going to knife them or, you know, do some acid attack on them? Like, what the deuce? Now, when we're talking about Montecito neighbours here, let's be real in terms of who these people are. They are multi-millionaires. Majority of them reportedly are more wealthy than Megxie and Hazard. A lot of them see Megxie and Hazard as actually being poor in comparison to the wealth that they've got. So why aren't Megxie and Hazard mingling with the rich and influential neighbours of Montecito? Or is it that the requirement to be able to mingle with Hazard and Megxie is that you need to be A-list, you need to be famous, like Oprah Winfrey and Ellen DeGeneres? Yeah, the Montecito neighbourhood, they are not happy. And there are even more Montecito neighbours that have actually spoken out against Hazard and Megxie. And so another neighbour, Richard Minyards, actually told The Telegraph that he was disappointed he hadn't seen the pair out and about in the area more, saying that the community is eagerly waiting for them and gnashing at the bit. Meanwhile, another local Barry mayor told the Mirror that there was growing irritation with the Sussexes' travelling soap opera. He pointed out that their residence is in a considerably pricier spot and the fact that they hardly ever seen by neighbours. Now, let's go to this first part here of Richard Minyards. that he's disappointed he hasn't seen the pair out and about in the area more. Well, I've got a little bit of advice for Mr. Richard Mynards, and it's this. Call Backgrid, let Megsy know where Backgrid is, and all of a sudden, abracadabra, Megsy will appear. Usually in a car lot. Like a car park kind of situation. If you call Backgrid, all right, get them to go into a car park and then let Megsy know where Backgrid's going to be. You'll then see her out and about. That's just my little piece of advice for Mr. Richard Mynards. If he wants to see the gruesome twosome out and about in Montecito a little bit more. Now, when it comes to Barry Mayer, yeah, there is a growing irritation amongst the neighbours in Montecito with all this soap opera that Megsy and Hazard are generating. The Montecito neighbourhood just do not appreciate that whatsoever. And so, yeah, hopefully it all dies down and they can literally go into insignificance. As one neighbour said here, where the elephants come to die, where the elephants fade into insignificance, where the ex-royals, Hazard and Megsy, fade into insignificance. Because once they do fade into insignificance, this whole soap opera situation will be non-existent. The Montecito neighbours will be extremely happy at that point. And based on a French documentary that was released last year that I covered, it was called Harry and Meghan, A Royal Business. There was this accountant and he went through the financials a little bit of Hazard and Megsy and how much it costs each year, okay, to actually maintain the Montecito Royal property. Let's put it this way. Based on their current trajectory of how much they're reportedly spending just on maintenance costs alone for that property, it doesn't look like they'll be able to keep it into retirement. So it may be that in a couple of years, the Montecito neighbourhood will be rejoicing because Megsy and Hazard might have to move because they may not be able to afford it anymore. Watch this space, guys. Watch this space. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, believe me, of course, there's going to be more. You do not want to miss my next video. Then make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe. Because let's be honest here, help me get to 1 million so we can also get that go play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions about this 7-word attack from the Montecito neighbour, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.